way, but still pivot the ski underneath me. It's crucial, I would think, to use this as a simulator and an education tool. It would be crucial to apply proper technique, always. Never allow any, so here I am pivoting, never allow that. You know, that would be improper technique. Proper technique would be this. Where
with the counter.
Separation in the upper and lower body. If I'm a T5, complete, and I've got the band all the way up to here in the stomach, abdominal panel and such, I can still do this. You can still absolutely do this. You may not be able to withstand the forces and do the things like angulation and such that a lower level para might be able to do, or say an amputee might be able to do, but you can certainly make counter rotation.
There you go. Now, you want to try it with the combination of the rotary and the angle and see if that... No,
I don't see an application for that.
Right.
I do for here, to be able to feel the pivot and the rotary movements. And then you could simulate, you could have the person say, and grab hold of the front and turn the whole machine and have the person stay square with the machine. And you could simulate rotation, where this would be counter rotation, that separation between the upper and lower body.
Right.
It's crucial in a monoski. It really is.
The counter rotation.
It is.
It really helps set the edge, right?
Every person, even most of the bike-skiers, can still counter rotate a little bit. And even if you're only getting it from your head and maybe the top of your shoulders, and that's all you can do, then that's the perfect amount. You know, if you can do a lot more like myself, you do a ton like this, well then, yeah, okay, then that's the perfect amount.
Right.
You don't always have to go to the maximum possibilities of a human body. You got to go to what your maximum possibility is.
Right.
But without this simulation, you probably get it out there on the hill, maybe. I mean, without moving, I don't have to think about anything except, oh, okay, well, I'm going to make this separation between my upper body. They said, look straight down the hall and turn the bottom of the monoski to one side and the other side, continuing to look straight down the hall. Bam, I'm feeling counter rotation.
Right.
Same thing with the angulation. The same kind of thing, you would get the same feeling from it. Taking out the equation of the snow, you know, and the momentum and the speed and the fear factor.
Well, but that's where I was trying to think of. In this environment, you're comfortable to where you can learn. If you're out there being fearful, it's hard to absorb all this if you're already freaking out.
So what I feel like this could do, and where it will excel, is giving, not necessarily learning the skill. So we're talking about counter rotation at the moment. So not necessarily learning this, because you need to learn it mentally, and then you need to mentally teach your muscles, and then your muscles teach your mind when you learn muscle memory. So you need that time on the snow to truly learn it. But from here, I can get, this is my textbook, you know, and I can open the book, and anybody can read a book, but when you start applying those skills, I could read a book about how to weld, and my first few welds are going to be pretty janky.
Right.
But I can look at the pictures and I can do the things, and go, oh, okay, well, that's cool. And that's where this is going to really help, I think. Plus, the video interface. If you can interface it with video to have people emulate good skiing. So that's going to be you're going to have to be very selective about the video that you apply, so that you always show good skiing. Even if it's a good skier showing improper maneuvers, to show the difference between the two.
Right.
Between a not so good move and a good move, you should always be a good skier as the emulation, as the example. And then, you know, visual, whatchamacallit there, VR, if you could figure that out, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to get the sensation going as much as possible and sort of get out of your mind and get into your body and really sort of feel the skiing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The practical application, say, at a ski school would be that a person could, inside, unencumbered. Feel a few of the movement patterns necessary for monoskiing, specific sit-down monoskiing. I think this has an application for sit-down biskiing as well. Just clip a biski in. To feel that ahead of time before going out on the snow for that very first time might take away some of that trepidation and some of that timidity that happens to a lot of folks when they get out on the snow and now all of a sudden they're moving. Because most of us go from a real sedentary, slow life. I mean, you can go down in a wheelchair down a hill really fast by letting go. And I'm going really fast down the hill. So maybe you crash or not, but that's pretty controlled, and it's not really that fast. Out on the hill, even going slow feels fast.
Exactly.
We're down here in the go-kart position, so things come at us a lot faster, and the mind to process that speed takes a little while. And in the beginning, if you can know and have some confidence, oh, if I do this, and I do this, or I do this, and I do that, all the different movement patterns, yeah, I think it could be a very viable tool. Absolutely.
But for beginners, or do you feel like there's any hope to help the upper level competitive clean
the upper
you up?
level competitive, you'd have to have a full virtual reality.
Right.
It would have to be a full virtual reality where the monoski actually followed the pitch of the hill.
Right.
So you'd have to be able to simulate steeps, simulate air, simulate bounces, and landings of jumps.
So the $1 million carrying machine at the Walter Reed could do that.
It could. It could. Yeah.
I know, because it's hydraulic suspended floor pad.
That could. And
Right.
then you could take that and run a downhill. We typically, as a racer, go to the same venue over and over and over again. So the mountain is the same. The course might be different, but the mountain is the same. So to simulate a racetrack on a mountain that I go to a lot, and I learn the terrain, that's hugely valuable. That's what Formula One drivers do. They race the race courses for weeks and weeks ahead of time before they even get on the track, in the simulator.
Right.
So
Get it in their minds.
yeah.
If we got a moment, would you want to try the rubber bands to see with the energy of coming back out of the turns instead of having so much of a load pushing yourself back up and over?
Yeah. Take off the swivel.
Yeah. Stop this.